Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Jesse Little. Of course, we'll drive one of the trucks for Youngs Motorsports. How's it going?
I'm doing good, buddy. Good to talk to you again. Thanks for having me.
So you are back in the truck series. It's been a while since you've been back. A lot of people remember you from the days when you were in the 97 truck, doing your own stuff and qualifying for races, running pretty good up front. And what's it like to be back in the truck series after a couple of years in Xfinity?
Oh, I'm extremely excited. The trucks fit my driving style. They're, I think I adapt well to those races, but mainly I'm just glad to be back with Tyler Young and Youngs Motorsports. They're a incredibly fun group already to work with, and we haven't even gotten to the track.
Yeah.
I'm very, very surprised with the quality and work ethic that's in the shop. It's the highest I've ever been around. So that's contagious. That's important. I should say I'm pleasantly surprised. And then, I'm excited. Everyone around us is fun to work with and good morale boosters. Everyone gets along well. And so that just makes it so much more exciting to get the ball rolling and get to Daytona soon.
Absolutely. Okay, so I know as of right now, 12 races. There could be a possibility. I know it's been reported by other outlets that you are going full time. Where are you at right now?
Yeah, for sure. 12. It's still, we haven't even gotten to the track yet. So if we go to Daytona and win the race, it'll probably change. But you know how it is now. So we're being smart. We're being helpful on all fronts, and kind of doing what's best for the team and myself. So I'm excited to get in the seat for those 12 and take advantage of them.
Okay, so and you'll be in the 02 truck?
Yes, sir. Yep, more than likely.
All right. Yeah, I mean, process of elimination.
It could change throughout the year.
Right
but
now.
For sure for Daytona 02.
Yep, they'll be in the 02 for Daytona. Okay. So obviously more team personnel questions, still working on a crew chief, still working on who's going to spot the truck and all that.
Yep, more than likely Frank Daniel's spot. I forgot that he usually he's done the 02 the last couple of years, so that'll be good. I've actually worked with Frank a couple times, and we raced together a lot back growing up in the Virginia late model scene. So it'll be nice to get to have him up on the roof, and then still getting close on a crew chief. I'm excited with all our options, and I know no matter what, it's a pretty strong organization, and everyone's going to click regardless.
Yeah, for sure. So going back to the truck series, going back to Youngs, I know that I know last year when the last time we talked, you took an approach of maybe not, maybe more, maybe I think correct me if I'm wrong, quality over quantity.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. I think that's the best way to put it. And, when I was truck racing and got done with it, 2019, the way the series of Xfinity was, and even trucks, it was nowhere near as competitive as it is now. There was not even close to the amount of quality teams that there was then, or that there is now back then. And so for me, I had never ran a full season. I had never been to a lot of other tracks. So for me, it was a matter of, at that time, I need to go race a lot more. I need to go to tracks. I need to get seat time. And so that's the desire of Xfinity racing back then. And I could do that relatively easy with teams like Johnny Davis and BJ McLeod, and we could go run well. But as we've seen over the last, I would say year, especially, there's 25 good Xfinity teams. There's 20 solid big budget Xfinity teams. And, and to go and just run, to go and try to run top 26, 7, 8, that's not what I want to do anymore. And the opportunity came, and I kind of talked with all my partners and sponsors, and, we were like, let's go back to having fun and enjoying it and having good runs and, making headlines for the right reasons, and enjoying it, running well, being competitive, kind of getting my stock back up there. And this opportunity with Tyler was certainly the best way to do that.
When you look, going to Youngs, and I know that this is a team that has really performed well over the last, few years and stuff. And won the truck race with Tate Fogelman, but we've seen, Tyler want to do this with, trying to step up their program and getting drivers in there, of course, with yourself and Spencer being a part of the team. It was not the best season for them last year. What do you bring to this team to help maybe try to get some more better results for this team? Because it was not a good year.
Yeah, certainly. I think, I think the Truck Series, just like Xfinity, experienced kind of a renaissance of competitiveness. Now in the Truck Series, the top 20 is a really good day. There's 16, 17 teams that are full blown, full budget, big money, good drivers, great crew chiefs, and they're there every weekend. And 4 years ago, that was not the case when I was running part-time. There was maybe, 8 or 9 of them. And so I think, the results might not have shown as well for the team last year, but it was also the same way for a lot of other organizations that were used to doing things one way and getting, top 15s. And then all of a sudden, unless they change a lot, they're going to run 25th. And so, I think coming in, that is something that's been on our radar a lot. We focused a lot more on kind of having how we maintain speed throughout the race. Truck races are different. They're short. You get 2 or 3 pit stops and that's it. So you got to be perfect from when you unload. It's going to be great to have practice. I think that's going to be a huge asset again for us. We go to these racetracks, and unless you have all the resources and sim and data and models, you're already out to lunch. And so that was when we didn't have practice. Now having practice, it's going to allow us to close that gap back up and make that bridge closer to the top 10, in my opinion. And I think that'll show. For me, I know I have the experience. I've ran enough races. I've been to all these racetracks now. So the Truck Series, I think for me, is going to be just maximizing the potential for Youngs Motorsports and showing what the capabilities are.
Yep. So in terms of partners, where are we at in that? And
I'm looking forward to making our announcements here soon. It's going to be fun.
Can you say if the Shriners are going to be back on your truck?
We will hear soon.
Sounds good. We'll wait on that one. So really, do you want to go full time?
Oh, absolutely. I think any race car driver does. But at the same time, I think there's 2 different conversations for drivers like me. And that is, you can go full-time racing at a level that's within your budget, or you go part-time racing with the best quality that your budget can afford. And unless, you have the big, unless you have the big help behind you, it's tough to do both. And that's kind of that's the edge. That's the peak that a lot of us are trying to climb over, the hump to get over. And so for me, I would love to, but in the right opportunity. I don't want to go full-time Xfinity racing if I'm going to run 30th. I'd much rather do 12 solid truck races where I know I can go run top 10.
Right.
And that's just the point that I'm at in my career. 3 years ago, I was almost flipped. It was, I've done 10 races. I've done 2 or 3 years of 10 truck races on our family deal. I've had top 10s, led a couple laps, qualified in the top 5. Now I want to go Xfinity racing and run a full season. So it's just where I'm at in my career, and it's something that I think is going to be beneficial here at the end of the year.
So talk about I know also over the holiday break you kind of did a few things, including move out of your childhood house.
Yeah, my folks moved. They're getting close to closing there, so that's been a lot of fun helping them button everything up and seeing all the fun stuff from back in the day, especially all the racing stuff at the shop. So that's been enjoyable. Enjoyed a couple vacations, and then early January went to the Chili Bowl for the first time.
Yeah.
And I would say attempted it, had a lot of fun. That was my first time on dirt, so it was certainly an experience on all fronts. One I won't forget for a while, and one that is going to make me come back. I got bit by the dirt bug, and I'm looking forward to already trying to do some more races before next Chili Bowl and get my feet wet a lot more and get comfortable with those cars and how they drive, because they're an absolute blast.
Okay, and then I'll ask you this: where are you going to race dirt next? Are you still trying to figure that out?
Oh yeah. No, I'm a complete novice when it comes to that. I couldn't tell you probably but about 3 or 4 dirt tracks around here. But I'm certainly starting to do my homework, and I think it's good. You know, I'm already having fun with it, and I'll keep continuing to do that.
Yeah, I was watching the Chili Bowl and I'm like, yeah, there's so many guys. I mean, your first time, host of ours first time was down there. A
Yeah.
lot of guys were down there. It's like
It's a lot of fun. You know, it's an incredible event in its own, and then just to participate and experience a different vehicle like that, cars like that. When you come from the asphalt world forever, it's incredibly fun.
did you go up and hang out with the Rowdies?
I did not. You know, I was a little too scared to.
I have to ask.
Yeah, I wish I did. I certainly will next year. Put it that way.
So you are going to be at the Chili Bowl next year if something happens.
Oh yeah, I'll either if I'm not driving, I'm going to go watch. That's for sure.
For sure. All right, Jesse Little, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck at Daytona. We'll keep you updated on your updated plans.
Absolutely, buddy. Good talking to you again. Thanks, Casey.